Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is John Bloor. I'm here with a special Trading with Livevol segment. Stephen Choi is not here. He's a little busy, so I'm filling in for him. So I already posted one video in which I talked about trading out of the money options, but now I'm going to go through and I'm going to take a look at the market myself and see if there's any trades that I want to put on. So let's share the screen. All right. Alright, so let's take a look at the Russell really quick, some charting software that I use. Now, I was looking at this earlier this morning, and kind of based on the chart where we're at, the Russell's currently sitting down a couple of points. Hasn't really made that much of a move. Over the last few days, it's been down, and as you can see, the trend for the last 2 months has been lower. So looking at this chart, you can see over the last towards the end of the year of 2013, we're not really changed, as you can see right here. Right around that 1125 mark in November and December, and we're sitting again right at that 1125 mark. So unchanged overall, even though we've had some run-ups and some run-downs, especially this really run-up to over 1200 on the rut. But as you look right now at the chart, since just the end of March, we are on this downtrend right here, as you can see, moving down. So we have a little bit of a channel here that we've been sitting in, but I'm a little worried because we're sitting here at 1125. I can see like the next area of significance, at least from my quick analysis on this chart, is somewhere just under 1150. On the low end, we're looking at somewhere around, I don't know, what is that? Maybe 1090. Somewhere around 1090. So sitting where we are, I'm a little nervous and I'm a little afraid that we can move a lot lower here, that we're going to move lower. So keeping that in mind, I think there might be a better opportunity to sell in the near future with us moving down. Now I know we kind of have a bullish day here where we moved down quite a bit. Now we're moving back up, so we got a bullish candle on the chart here. But that's just one day. So I think we have an opportunity to move a little bit lower. So I'm not convinced that I need to sell today and I need to sell something right now, right here. I think there might be another opportunity coming up shortly. But let's look at the RVX as well. So RVX is the volatility for the Russell. The Russell is obviously, as you know if you've seen any of my videos, what I like to trade. So let's look at this over the last few months. All right, looking at this over the last few months, as you can see, we're definitely in a low range. We're at 1927 or 1923 right now on the RVX. So we're low. We're not very high, meaning if we sell right now, we're not going to be selling a whole ton of juice. So let's do a little bit of charting here. So here we are, as you can see. We'll look at this channel. Let's see, somewhere right around here on the low end, maybe around here on the upper end. So as you can see, looking at this channel of where we've been the last few months, which is how I kind of like to look at volatility. When I'm looking at volatility, I mean, you can look at historical volatility and say, okay, well, we're low compared to what we were in 2008 or other times. But I like to look at it over the last few months and say, okay, what have we done the last few months as an indicator of what we're going to do over the next expiration cycle at least. My trades are all somewhere in the 50 to 70 day range, so that's the time frame I'm looking forward when I'm trying to project where volatility is going to be in the next 50 to 70 days. So that's really all I care about. I don't care where we're going to be in a few months. I care where we're going to be in 50 to 70 days, or probably even less, so I can get out of the trade. And that's why I just look at the last few months of volatility. So based on that, You can see where we're at right now, and we're definitely in the lower range. Being in the lower range, it doesn't give me a whole lot of warm, fuzzy feelings inside about selling options right now. That makes me feel like we could easily spike above 20, if not 21, 22, and even 23 like we did sometime in April. So given those things, I'm not really too keen on jumping into the game and selling right now. Anytime I sell RVX volatility under 20, I'm in the trade a long time. I end up having to fight the trade, and I'm in the trade much longer than I would like to be. Anytime I sell RVX over 20, even into 21, 22, 23 range, I'm in the trades much, much shorter. I did some analysis on this over the last 2 years of my trades. I think it's something like anytime I sell like an RVX between like 21 and 23, I'm in the trade like 2 weeks. And anytime I sell an RVX that's below 20, I'm in the trade like 4 weeks. So given that, I like to try to get a great price, and I like to try to sell a decent RVX. I don't want to sell something that's just blowing out of the, blowing out of this world, out of the stratosphere. That's crazy, but responsibly high, we'll say. I like to sell an RVX that's responsibly high, and right now we are not at that level. We're at a somewhat lower level for the last few months. So given that, again, not feeling great about selling anything right here. Probably be more interested in doing something like a calendar at the money, which is a strategy I like to do in lower volatility periods on the Russell than I would selling far out of the money options. I think there'll be a day soon. There always is a day where we'll get a pop, but I just don't know if that day's today. So let's close this, and let's go ahead and look at our trading software. So here's our trading software. We're kind of in between expiration cycles right now. So we're July, we have 44 days left. August, we have 72. So 44 is kind of on the lower end of where I'd want to sell. 72 is definitely on the upper range. So right now I'd be kind of looking at both and seeing where there might be an opportunity. So we have our July options right now. So if we were looking at this, let's just go ahead and find a delta that I would sell. I like to sell somewhere around a 10 to 12 delta. So we'll look at this 10-20 option right here. Let's pull up a complex order ticket, and we're just going to see what the price is for this. So we'd be selling this one. We'd be buying this one. All right, so 217 on the mid price for this. There's no way I'd get filled at 235. That's just crazy. So probably more like 217. 217 isn't bad. I like to get at least $2 for these spreads, if not more. So 217 isn't bad, but it's not fantastic either. So let's look at what the skew is on this. So let's look at the skew. So we have this, which is our 10-20 option. So let's pull up this and see what the vol is. We have an IV of 2317. So let's enter that into the calculator. Don't be afraid. This is very simple math. We're not doing equations or anything like that. So 23. What is that? 2317. It just changed to 2312, but that's fine. 2317. Let's go look at our at the money option. So 1123. So this is our at the money option. 18. So we're going to divide that by 18. 128%. So difference being 128%. That's definitely it's definitely on the lower end. That's not something I would be stoked to sell. So not looking like a great day to sell. What else can we possibly do? We can look at August. So let's look at August instead. Maybe August is a little bit better. Because we're further out, we're definitely going to get a little bit more credit for a similar option. All right, so we have a 10 and an 11. Probably prefer to sell 10. if I had the choice. So let's look at what this would bring in. Let's clear this. All right, 210, less than what we were going to get before, so that's not good. We would never get filled to 270 on this, unless there was something we didn't know about. 210, so it's more than $2, so we'll say that. Let's look at what the skew is. 2481. $18.53. $133. That's a better number. I like to sell something that's above 135%, but 133 is a better number. So August is looking a little bit better than July would be. But again, 72 days out. You know, I like to be a little closer to 60 if I could be. So it's a little far out for me. Honestly, though, it's really not the prices that I'm that concerned about right now. The prices are okay, but honestly, it's this chart. To be quite honest, is what I'm more concerned about. It's this RVX, where we are with the RVX, and it's where we are with the Russell. That are the two things that I'm really more concerned about. So the low end with the RVX and this downward trend on the Russell both concern me quite a bit, where I don't know if I want to sell right now at this range. I think I'd rather look for a day when we drop down maybe towards 1100, even a little lower if we get a dip to that number, which I think we might. So I'm going to wait. You know, cash is a position too, and I'll be honest, you know, you might watch this video and think, well, this is kind of boring, he's not really doing anything, but honestly, trade entry is one of the most important things that you need to master, and a skill that you need to really develop. When I first got started trading, I had a lot of losing trades, a lot more losing trades than I do now, and part of the reason why I had so many more losing trades was because of my trade entry. So I would be always so quick to try to get a trade on, because I'd be anxious. I'd be like, oh, the opportunity cost. I really need to get in. I need to get in the market. I need to get on a trade, because otherwise I'm missing out on an opportunity to make money. And my probability of success and the number of trades I had that were successful ended up going up immensely when I started being much more picky about the trades I put on and making sure that they sort of fit the bill and passed all the criteria that I have for entering my trades. So, you know, I'm not going to do anything today. I'm going to be a little bit more selective on my trades, and I'm going to pass up today. Hopefully there will be a better day, and I'm sure there will be a better day to trade in the near future, and I'll see you again next time. I think I'm going to put out another video talking a little bit more, maybe part 2 of the trading far out of the money premium video. So see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.